Hi, everybody, and welcome to Incredible Outcomes. Now, this is our review of Incredible Dream Machines, and I want to tell you about our success pack. My name's Steve Bann, and I'm one of the Incredible Outcomes team, which includes Stephen Renton, David Eisner, myself, Simon Warner, and Hugh Hitchcock. But just to get back to what's important, you might have noticed over, let's say, the past year and a half, how every so often on popular media sites, things like Gizmodo.com, tech sites, even general news sites, and even occasionally on the TV, how crowdfunding success stories take over. And sites like Indiegogo and Kickstarter have exploded. And there have been so many stories of successes and controversies. There's the one, the coffee machine, which never really materialized, but just got loads of money. There have been products which have just exploded for simple things like it's a wallet or a phone accessory. And then, as I'm going to talk to you about in a moment, there's the story about the seven-figure bike. And that's really interesting. You might have heard this already, but if not, bear with me. Now, there are more campaigns that have blown up than I could list here. But I think you'll agree, when crowdfunding goes big, it goes really big. This is not something that's just going to go away. I'll be honest, when I first heard of crowdfunding, I didn't know if it was going to go anywhere. But it's certainly around to stay. And now even big corporations are using crowdfunding. Heck, Sony is using crowdfunding for one of its new devices. I find that mind-blowing. Now, the big thing to know about crowdfunding is that it's made it easy for people to generate 6 to 7 figures, which is, no laughing matter. Now, some of the biggest ones, like I say, are doing 7 figures. But as I'll show you in a little bit, one campaign managed to generate 6 figures of that 7 figures in just 24 hours. Now, before we get to that, I want to talk to you about what people get very wrong about crowdfunding and why we as a community maybe have been caught a little bit unawares. You see, if you're anything like me, you thought crowdfunding was all about helping inventors get out there with new products. And, apart from sort of corporates jumping on board and trying to misuse it, that's kind of what I figured it was about up until about a month ago when I got a Skype call from Greg Jacobs. Now, at the time, I kind of knew Greg from sort of stuff he'd done with WordPress a few years before. And to be honest, I didn't know what had happened to him. Anyway, a few people then started telling me about Incredible Dream Machines and again recommended that I talk to Greg. So I did. And what I discovered was all my perceptions were wrong. Crowdfunding isn't successful generally for new inventions and inventors, which blew my mind. In fact, a lot of the successes were actually coming from people who were not inventors. So if you thought inventors were the real success story on crowdfunding sites, you'd be wrong. And that's where we get back to Greg Jacobs. So I got talking to Greg, as did the rest of the team here. And between us, we started to find out a lot of details. And we discovered that Greg and Tim had built this really sneaky system over the past couple of years that allows marketers to find existing but little heard of products on sites like Alibaba and other sort of wholesale sites, and then turn them into massive crowdfunding smashes because nobody's heard of these products. Great example were titanium sunglasses that somebody was actually running. Whilst Greg was talking to me, they were running this campaign for titanium sunglasses. Greg then went and showed me them actually being sold on one of these Chinese warehousing sites. So, what are the results of the Incredible Dream Machine system? Well, put simply, as I've just explained, it means you can find a hot product that people want from somewhere in China, create a campaign using Greg's strategies, and then have your product, purchasing money, your profits, and all the sales and customers come through before you've ever spent a penny. Now, that's what I call leverage. So what's the opportunity here? Well, the opportunity is to have a very repeatable process, which is exactly what the Incredible Dream Machines guys have done. Tim and Greg have really created a mind-blowing system. You can just see it a little bit on the right. And it's a really, really simple process. And you'll not believe some of the campaigns that they and the people using Incredible Dream Machines have run. And you see these sort of examples. So there's this electric bike, which generated 6 million. Okay, 6 million. Now, you might be thinking, wow, this is a great invention. No, this is just a slight variation on something that was available to essentially be drop shipped from China. Amazing. Well, what about this one? Okay, sunglasses on steroids. Okay, 348,000 for sunglasses again that can just be picked up on these kind of wholesale warehousing sites. So if you choose to get Incredible Dream Machines, what do you get? We get 8 weeks training, follow-up support and webinars, software to find niches, Greg's Rolodex of suppliers. You also get a ticket to a bunch of events as well, and a Dragon's Den or Apprentice style event, depending on what side of the UK or US or rest of the world you're in. And there's a lot more as well. But what I want to talk to you about right now is Incredible Outcomes. So as I said, myself, David Eisner, Stephen Renton, Hugh Hitchcock, and Simon Warner decided to come together and each of us tackle one of the roadblocks that we saw that might slow you down. Because this opportunity is at its best right now. There's so little competition. So we looked at all the points you might get stuck, and each of us took our expertise and decided to help you get past it. So we've put together what we call the Success Pack. And we already know that by getting in now with IDM, you're getting that fast mover advantage. We've seen it before with things like Amazon. We've seen it before with SEO. We've seen it with so many things where there's this massive opportunity. AdWords is a great example. So many different opportunities come along, and they can still be great a couple of years later, such as Amazon selling sort of Amazon store stuff. There are so many different opportunities, but the really easy time to get in is right at the start when there's no competition. So in 2 years, this will still be a hot opportunity, but it won't be as easy to get started as it is right now. Virtually no one else is using the IDM approach to crowdfunding. You're going up against inventors who have got great ideas but no marketing skills. You've got marketing skills and you can offer something of value to people. And Greg shows you how to add a lot of value as well. And you can have amazing success incredibly quickly with no layout. There are very few opportunities like that. Now, our Incredible Outcomes Success Pack gives you everything you need to get started fast and to get over some of the typical roadblocks and challenges, as I just mentioned. So to be successful with crowdfunding, you need a convincing pitch, a powerful video, and ways to publicize your campaign. So what we're giving you is everything you need, okay? From software, services, help and support to actual resources that you can use to help you get that 6 or 7 figure campaign in record time. Now, the first section is we've got a bunch of things that I would like to label pitch persuasion. So what you're doing is you're actually, when you get Incredible Outcomes, you're getting access to a crowdfunding expert who's worked with other people, putting those pitches out there, and will help go over your pitch. So that means you're starting off right first time. So you've gone through Greg's training, you've pitched your product, and then we're helping refine your pitch. Next, we've got video persuasion, and we've got several different ways to actually help you. Firstly, we're giving you a license to our top-selling software, web software, Cloud Movie Machine. With this, you can create slides and edit video in your browser. But here's the cool thing. You're also getting a ton of stock footage included, music and motion graphics to bring everything together quickly. But because we want to make it as easy as possible, I'm giving you my top video script templates and a video review. So we know that your video is really hitting all of those beats to really get people engaged, hypnotized, and supporting your campaign. In terms of conversions, you're getting 6 months free lead pages. Now, lead pages is an awesome page creator. It can create general pages, it can create opt-in pages, thank you pages, all the stuff you're going to need. That's all sorted for you. Then add to that, you've got an invitation to our Traffic and Conversions exclusive mastermind event, plus marketing summit tickets and videos from the past events. So you've got access to experts, all the conversion strategies you need. And the one final thing we thought people might get stuck on is occasionally you need tech support. Something's gone wrong with WordPress, something's gone wrong with your domain. You can't create that email list. Well, don't worry. David Eisner is an absolute expert here, and he's got a really, really top level Facebook group which you're getting years access to, okay, years membership, where you get all the tech support you need. Now, we've got way more bonuses as well, such as we've actually got a PR expert writing you a press release for your campaign. And this PR expert has got onto numerous UK and US front covers in terms of newspapers and magazines. And, that's going to give you another huge advantage. We've got lots of other bonuses as well. But here's what you need to do. You need to make sure you've cleared your cookies, and you'll find instructions below. And then once you've done that, you need to go to the link on the page. So we've got a couple of buttons. Click on them, go through. Once you've done that, you need to go to incredibleoutcomes.co/register.html. There'll be a link on this page to click as well. And then provide your email receipt and your email address, receipt, etc. And you're good to go. So all that's left to do is to click below. Crowdfunding is a huge opportunity. Incredible Dream Machine makes it the playground that people like us can really succeed in and fast. Instead of inventors, we don't need to invent anything. Now, this opportunity won't last forever. It will become more crowded. The best time to get in, get success is now. We're helping you smash through every single roadblock, so there's nothing stopping you achieving that. You simply do the training. You don't have anything else to worry about. So all you have to do is sign up now. Click on the link below. When you get IDM through our link, don't forget to come back and just register that you've actually purchased, and we'll get you set up. So this is Steve on behalf of the Incredible Outcomes team signing off.